Got the tie versus a 3-4. That's nice. It's quite a start. Hero power that and then eat something. Alright, so let's try to go with the flow this game. Last game was a bit tough.
Nice work out there.
I'll do what I can.
As tests, you need to have something going yourself and then switch into whatever your opponent is giving you. But just playing random shitty minions and not leveling doesn't work in my opinion. You need to have your own game plan and then augment that with what your opponents are giving you.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Mech Dragon Demon. I want to try to play around a little bit with this. I don't know how good it is. I think you can also take Smoking Gun. I don't think I would want a red hand in this spot. Vault seems broken. It seems a little weak when I look at it first glance, but we can take it and try and have some fun with it. I think the normal pick is a Smoking Gun. You buy 2 now and then a third one, and then you have it 2 turns later. And just buy the Harvest Golem as well. But I'll take Vault because I'm on the Smurf and I'd rather experiment. I'd rather do 10 things and 9 of them don't work out, and I find one thing that does work out. So this could be the one thing, or it could be more than 1 in 10. But I think if you want solid results there, Smoking Gun is a really decent pickup. I think Vault is one of those newbie quests where you're like, yeah, it's so nice, I get extra money, it's so sweet. And then you're like, I'm already dead, all the money doesn't matter. So, but maybe I'm wrong about it, right? I do have a pretty big bias against these type of cards because I'm completely the opposite. I care about being strong, I care about winning fights, and I'll figure it out afterwards. Whereas a lot of players, they're like, I don't care about having health, I want more money. But what if you die before you can use the money? Then I will just complain about getting unlucky. I might actually get Scout here and pull a 2 next turn. So yeah, I'm definitely on the other end of the spectrum where I tend to want to have high tempo so I don't die. And a lot of other players, they just want the money, they want more, they want to pair so they can triple, they want to level so they can get good units, and I'm very yeah, hold them on 1. If you hold it, it won't upgrade, so you wouldn't hold it. You'd play it probably first here. But I'm pretty happy with that, yeah. I don't think I want this. Isn't it easy to achieve this time in a stable bonus? It's going to take as long as Smoking Gun, and it's going to give you 1 gold on the turn where Smoking Gun would give your entire board plus 4 damage. So just think about it that way. How much extra damage are you going to take for getting 1 extra gold, and then 2 extra gold, and then 3 extra gold? Because having all those turns with 4 damage less on each unit, that can absolutely be the difference between taking an extra 20 damage or not. But most people don't think about the game in those terms. They're like, there's no way Smoking Gun can save 40 health. I'm like, yeah, well, 40 health, sure, this may be a bit much. But 20 health, yeah, you can absolutely save 20 health with Smoking Gun. Giving your entire board plus 4 damage, if you have Deflectobot, Replicating Menace, even if Beasts are in Rat Pack, it's instant power, so you can legit save 20 health by picking one quest over another. And then when you think about it like that, you're like, okay, well, that's pretty substantial, so. Now we're doing well. That's good. We are doing well. We're winning. What did they have? Their board wasn't bad. I might take it. If I buy this, I go to 4 gold after hero powering. I can sell these 2 and double buy. I like that. And then I get more money. Get more money, chat. Could technically also hold this, but I don't want the 1-1 on my board. Trickster pair is fine. Try to high roll. They have 4 demons we could steal.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. That's what I would have picked. A good tactical choice. Come close.
I think I played a solo, right? No, I could just play out. It's totally fine. This makes more sense. Ooh, we could triple, alright. Yeah, what Sparfalls brings up is something a lot of people forget, is something like Red Hand, for instance, makes you strong. And if you're strong, you can level. And even though the quest itself does not provide you value, the fact that you are strong and you don't have to worry about your life total can indirectly make you stronger in the late game because you were able to level because you weren't afraid of dying. Now, this particular game, everything is going pretty well. We're facing weak opponents. Our board is okay, so we are not really getting that punished for not having another quest. But this is the time where it starts hurting, I guess. Where now I don't have Smoking Gun, whereas normally I'd have Smoking Gun by now. So I have to see if we can survive that. I would really love a 6 in this lobby, but level Slam a 5-drop might just be the play. Did they have anything else I wanted to buy? They're activating Snicker Snack this turn. I want to level, I want a hero power. Get those things out of the way. The easy line is just to take it and slam it. What do I have on 6? I have a pretty good setup for Fort. This is where it gets sketchy. The problem is that there's so many 5s that I don't really think are that great for me anyway. I'll take the Eldest round. What if you want to steal the new board? That means that it's better than this board, meaning better than the 6, which means that that is not a problem. So you are worried about something that is good for us. I'm not worried about something that is good for us. Like if this person has a board that is so good that I have to take it, that is okay with me. That means we're doing well. Could buy and hold? Yeah, but I might not take 15 if I buy this. And Puppy is a pair. Yeah, I'm not taking 15. Not avoiding that though. I'm not worried, I'm considering which can be even better. Yeah, but there's really almost no 5-drop that is good for you anyway. So by going in on the 5-drop, you are going all in on their board being good enough to steal. Because you've now taken a 5 instead of a 6 and you've locked yourself out of that route. They're cooking and they're going to 5. I might grab that Deflectobot. Theo is very decent with the Trickster. 1 type, 2 type, 3 type. I could sell the others. What is in there? Nothing here, right? Uther here is also good, but I like the Theo. I think I do have to sell down so that I don't buff this garbage units. So I'm gonna have to play down some units, but that's okay. Because I'm gonna play 2 that proc the thing this turn. The Naga I might keep. Well, probably not. I need to taunt this ASAP.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Throw these away. Alright. We got a game plan now. See, this is what I like doing with tests. I make my own game plan. And now if somebody has something good, I can steal it. Jesus, that's large. Oh, we're fine. Sweet. Yeah, I had already checked. It's okay, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that I think it's incorrect in this case. So I could take a Charlie, but it's not really that good. Yeah, T was much better than Uther for sure. This card is okay. Yeah, we have a pretty good shop here. I might just buy it and slam it. I think I'm gonna stick around here and try to get Bran. But I want to play this now. There is a Taragosa. You could switch. I just need to add Leroy, Queen. Not sure if Taragosa makes enough sense. It's so unreliable anyway. I don't want to do it.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Ate the wrong one. Oops, took a damage. That's great.
Got my permits. Are you on the guest list?
Kind of want to just end on this. Chug is good. Alright, pretty big.
Stay on top.
Can keep Op Smuggler on the board until we need space for Leroy's and Queens. She's a bit of extra health here. If I get Ball of Minions, it's also quite good to buff. You could also go for Selfless Baron with the Trickster lineup. I sold my puppy pair, but that's fine. Could also go to 6 now, get extra money. We're getting to the stage where this is much better now than Smoking Gun. Ooh, with Elise I might not want to level. I want Elise for sure.
A good tactical choice.
Could just ignore this and just level roll. I think with the extra cash I do want to tier. Finding another Theo is such a big deal.
My quest begins.
Now we're in business.
Just roll one more and sell by, I think. Could settle on a juggler, could also just roll twice and freeze that. The board is meh. I did get a bit weaker there. Losing the shield here. I think I'd rather roll. Ooh. Might double sell these. Queen is too good. Then next turn I get a monkey. Kinda hope Queen doesn't adapt taunt. Alright, that's why we went to 6. Queen and more Team Master, so we definitely got what we wanted. Test hero power I don't... actually, I mean, this says refresh. It could. I don't know, actually. Ooh, that's the worst case scenario. Kill this Deflecto, I'm happy enough. If that happens, we're fine. Pretty large Deflecto. Best case scenario. Yeah, I mean, obviously if we get shields, we're also probably going to be fine, but killing Deflecto is great. Tarek earlier seems good. Nah, I didn't want to do it. I mean, with the perma shield, like maybe, yeah. It felt so slow at the time. The Baron is good, but I might just play Elise and start rolling the proc. But I guess I have 15 gold. I could do both, yeah.
My quest begins.
Try to triple Elise. Ooh, wow. I think it's just Leroy roll. Uther is pretty amazing. Nadina. Yeah, Tarek with that seems good. 3 left here.
For justice.
This depends on how greedy we want to get. We can leave this here, or we can just play out with these two. I'm leaning towards just jamming Leroy and getting this next turn.
Leroy
Imagine Taric would have gained all this health of the last 2 turns. Well, yeah, you guys are living in the world where the Taric always gets the Trickster buffs, right? But once again, this is an example of me playing more conservative than other people, and that doesn't mean that it's right what I do. But it's a good example, right? It's the conservative nature that I'm saying that the Taragosa is not guaranteed all this health. I'm making my unit weaker. I'm spending 2 gold buying the Taragosa. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to keep this Whelp, and I'm just going to add Leroy Queen later, and that's probably going to be good enough. So my ceiling is lower than you guys' ceiling, but my floor is also higher than you guys' floor. But that doesn't mean that it was the right call, right? I want to emphasize that. That doesn't mean it's the right call. Don't need anything. 2 more. Really good.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
If this is Theo, I don't really have board space. It's kind of annoying. Right. Ball of Minions is 5/5. That's worse than a neutral. Huh. Shield's better, right? I feel like I just play neutrals and chill. I guess ball is okay, but I can't aim it. I might play Nadina this turn. And hold glow scale. Could also glow scale this. I don't think Baron is gonna make it in the final comp. Gonna use him for money. It's kind of greedy what I'm doing here, but hoping to get away with it. Tipper? Yeah, I could have gone with Tipper, sure. I'll miss some cards. Alright, that's perfect. They have my final queen. So now I have double queen. Oof, that's a tough one. So now I have double queen and double Leroy. Just need to make the Leroy bigger. They need to go right. Yeah, now we're fine. Yeah. Fine-ish. We're gonna take damage from the mackerel. Well, ball is 5/5, Theo is 6/6, but Theo is on the minions I'm keeping, so Theo is better for sure.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Might actually make a golden Leroy. So their board has 2 things I need, right? And I can cycle the life thing if I need to. Let me roll a bit more. This is good.
That's what I would have picked.
Basically golden Leroy or not.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
I could taunt this one, but I guess I'm taunting both.
Are you on the gifts?
Here I don't know in terms of ordering what is best. I guess so, yeah. Sure, fuck it. Keep my thing for another turn.
For justice.
Let the corruption spread.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Probably fine to not go all in, all in. Might actually just play the Nadina here again. I froze, but too late.
Right out there.
I can take another Leroy now. They also have a Uther in the same shop. That's very considerate of them. That's really nice, right? They give me the Leroy, but also the Uther in the same shop. Could play the Dragon Lady for more stats. I'm playing poorly. There you go. I mean, that's I'm aware that I'm making tons and tons of mistakes. It's hard to play like this. Do my best. Alright. Yeah, another Theo is probably not needed. I think I just take all the neutrals. Was there board space? I tripled the Leroy, so probably at some point. Yeah, there's some board space there. We'll keep it simple. We'll just buff, and if it's enough, it's enough. If not, it's not. There we go.
Go big or go home, I always say.
You're not a type, you're not a type, you're not a type, you're good. I've got that queen in my hand. Oh, man. Could sell queen here. There's so many stats. I might actually still want it. Could also just sell Leroy, but that means the golden one is gone. Very likely wrong, but this is fun. Let's do the fun play. Play Leroy now, or Queen. Do I keep both my Theos? It's so greedy.
Down a minion and up a gold.
Play Leroy now, yeah. It's a 6 shop. Neutral, 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 neutral.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Alright, I can rebuy the Leroy there. Sweet. We're already fine. Yeah, this is really a no Murloc play. If Murlocs are in, you never make this play. But without Murlocs, you can actually just outscale people, so... But I figured a Queen is worth more than a Leroy, because you don't mind the health going on the Queen, you do mind the health going on the Leroy. So... I kept my 2 Queens instead of the Golden Leroy. But Leroy is always a good unit to just end on. Yeah, this quest now is really kicking in. A couple turns ago it started being crazy, and now it's just amazing with the extras. Then again, we are already winning pretty hard, so you can make an argument that we didn't really need it. It's definitely pretty good here.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
What did I just kill? Just Leroy, right? Naga's here. Queen on the board is worth 2 in the hand, or so they say.
That'll do some damage.
Regular wasn't the type, okay. But there's here as well, so it's fine.
Practice.
Nothing scares me. Nothing scares me. Except mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy still just going in with Leroy and then holding Queen for the all-in. This is pretty silly, man. 45 gold from the quest, pretty nice experiment. It is a win harder thing, right? Where I think this is going to be a good pickup if you feel like you're strong and you need something to win the late game with. I think if you're weak, this is a bad pick because you're probably going to die before you can get enough value from it. But yeah, if you're strong, this is probably quite a good pick to make your late game really strong.
Let's see if you can stay.
So yeah, it's good to pick it and get a feel for it. Oof. Yeah, we're still fine, right? I just have way too much health. They're alive though. Look at this shit, man. This puppy is such a monster. This puppy's such a monster. Alright, he died to the ghost that I made. That's completely understandable. So, I can replace queen or I can make a golden queen. I don't hate golden queen. They also have double divine shield, which is pretty good. Now it gets weird. We can still just scale. Yeah, I'm still scaling, fuck it. Oh, that's so good.
That'll do some damage.
I'll do what I can.
Right.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
There's another Theo there, but I don't need it, right? I can buy it for next turn, I guess. Ugh, I can't play it. That's fine. All good. Could have played another T-Man. I forgot that they had it on the board, honestly. I just looked at the glow scales and the queen. Didn't even realize they had it. Oh, they got some really bad combat. They're dead. Alright. So we stumbled across the finish line with good game theory. Bad execution, but good game theory, so that's all we needed. So this is something that you guys can do yourselves, where if you have the discipline to just stick to 3 units and then add Leroy and Queen, you make a really strong board with the T-Master. This is something where I think a lot of players look at it as a negative, that Theo only makes 3 units. But that's because their board isn't Leroy Queen, they have T-Master, their 3 minions, and then they have like a random Jug at the end of their board, or a random other bad minion. Excuse me. So, as long as you add other good units, T-Master is really good. So Queen, Leroy are the obvious ones, but if Murlocs are in, you can also just make poison. You can try this at home, yep.